Hey there, my dear friend. I'm so glad you're here with me today. If you're in your 50s, 60s, or even older, and you wake up in the morning with a back that feels completely sore and heavy like someone was pressing down on it all night, stiff hips that make every single step feel difficult, aching knees when you stand up or sit down, tingling or numbness in your legs and hands, gradually blurry vision, or having to get up a few times during the night to use the bathroom. These age-related symptoms can make you hesitant to move, ruin your sleep, and turn everyday life into something that feels far more exhausting than it should. You're not alone, my friend. Millions of older adults are going through exactly the same thing. I truly understand how uncomfortable these issues are for you every single day. I've spent a lot of time studying them, and I've realized that problems like aching knees, constant tingling, and stiffness usually come from the natural aging process. The core and abdominal muscles gradually weaken, a condition called sarcopenia. The hip and knee joints experience mild degeneration from chronic inflammation and lack of movement, which leads to less stability in the lower back, reduced hip flexibility, and overall stiffness in the hips and knees. To help improve all of that, I've put together 4 very simple exercises just for you. The best part? You don't need any special equipment. They're short and sweet, and anyone can start doing them right now while watching this video. Here they are. Abdominal bracing, gentle core tightening. Just sit tall, take a light breath in, and gently brace your belly like you're holding your breath for 5 to 10 seconds. Then exhale and relax. Repeat 8 to 10 times. This quickly builds lower back stability and reduces soreness. Seated hip abduction gentle. Sit comfortably, knees together, then softly open your knees outward for 5 seconds before bringing them back in. Repeat 8 times. It improves hip flexibility and eases stiffness. Seated forward bend partial. Sit tall, gently hinge forward just enough to feel a light stretch in your lower back and hips. No deep bending. Hold for 10 seconds. Repeat 6 to 8 times. This effectively reduces knee and hip stiffness. GB34 Yangling Quan acupressure, a famous Eastern medicine point that relaxes tendons and improves knee and hip movement. When combined with the first 3 exercises, it creates a complete routine that boosts stability and flexibility. Modern science also shows it supports better blood flow and reduces joint stiffness. You see how wonderfully simple these 4 exercises are? But here's the real magic. The true success comes from doing them consistently every day, not expecting instant results. If you're wondering whether these moves are truly reliable, please rest easy. Everything I share today is based on proven natural medicine combined with basic science, carefully checked, and completely safe and beneficial for older adults. If you still have any doubts, always check with your own doctor or do a little research before starting. That's always the wisest choice. All right, my friend, let's begin with our first exercise, abdominal bracing, also called gentle core tightening. This one is super simple and feels really good. Sit tall on your familiar sofa or dining chair, feet comfortably on the floor, hands relaxed or lightly on your thighs. Take a normal breath in through your nose, then gently draw your belly button slightly inward. Not too hard, just enough to feel your lower belly and the sides of your hips gently firm up. Hold that light brace for 5 to 10 seconds while continuing to breathe evenly through your nose or mouth. Then exhale and fully relax. Rest for 2 or 3 seconds and repeat. We'll do about 8 to 10 repetitions. It only takes less than 2 minutes. You're doing it beautifully when you feel your lower back and belly become a little more stable, but your whole body stays comfortable and relaxed. If you feel like you're holding your breath, your face is turning red, or your back is arching backward, just smile, ease up on the tension, and remember, gentle, like you're hugging a balloon. You can easily do this while watching the news or waiting for your coffee. And you might be thinking, why start with something so simple that even a newborn could do it? Because this is the most basic foundation for protecting your spine as we age and our core muscles get weaker. Science has clearly shown that gently bracing your core every day activates the deep, stabilizing muscles, improves lower back stability without any equipment or gym, and the results are wonderful. Less morning back soreness, better posture when standing and sitting. And it's especially safe for people over 60 because it puts zero pressure on your knees or hips. After just a few days, you'll already feel your back feeling much more solid and supported. Wonderful job. Now let's move on to our second exercise. Seated hip abduction gentle. You're still sitting tall on the same sofa or dining chair, knees together naturally, feet flat on the floor, hands relaxed or lightly on your thighs. Take a normal breath in through your nose, then softly open both knees outward, gently spreading your hips. Just enough to feel a light, pleasant stretch on the outside of your hips. Hold that open position for 5 seconds while breathing evenly. Then exhale and slowly bring your knees back together. We'll do about 8 repetitions. Again, less than 2 minutes. You're doing it perfectly when you feel a gentle, comfortable stretch on the outer hips and sides of your thighs, while your back stays naturally straight, shoulders relaxed, and your bottom stays firmly on the chair. If you feel sharp pain in the hips or knees, your back is arching, or you're lifting your bottom off the seat, simply slow down and make the movement smaller. A lot of people say it feels too easy, but the results after just a few weeks are truly noticeable. Less stiffness in the hips and pelvis, easier standing and sitting, and smoother walking. So why does something so gentle work so well? Because as we get older, our hip joints naturally become stiffer from less movement and the aging process, which makes the lower back tighter and walking harder. Science proves that seated hip abduction exercises safely improve range of motion in the joints without having to stand up. Your only job is to practice it every day. I know many of you aren't lazy. You just forget because it's so quick and simple. But please don't miss this chance to feel better. If you're worried about forgetting, just come back to this video anytime. Open it up and do the moves with me. Great work. Now let's gently move to our third exercise, seated forward bend partial. You're still sitting tall on the same chair, feet flat on the floor, hands relaxed or lightly on your knees. Take a deep breath in through your nose, then slowly hinge forward just a little, only enough to feel a gentle, pleasant stretch in your lower back and hips. Hold that light forward position for 10 seconds while breathing evenly, then exhale and slowly return to sitting tall. We'll do about 6 to 8 repetitions. You're doing it beautifully when you feel a light, comfortable pull in your lower back and hips. Your shoulders and neck stay relaxed. Your bottom stays firmly on the chair, and there's no pain at all. If you round your back too much, drop your head sharply, or feel pain in the knees or hips, just stop and make the movement smaller. If you're new to this, you can rest your hands lightly on your thighs to help control the forward lean. I chose this exercise because as we age, our hip and knee joints often stiffen from lack of full movement and the natural aging process, making bending or standing up feel harder. Science shows that gentle seated forward bends safely increase range of motion in the lower spine and hips without stressing the knees. The clearest benefits are less stiffness in the hips and knees, smoother daily movement, and less back fatigue when sitting for long periods. And finally, to get the very best results, I've included one of the most famous Eastern medicine acupressure points, GB34, also known as Yang Ling Quan. It's wonderful for relaxing tendons and improving movement in the knees and hips. When you combine it with the first 3 exercises, it creates a complete routine that boosts both stability and flexibility. Modern research also shows that stimulating this point helps increase blood flow and reduce joint stiffness. The biggest benefits you'll notice are less knee stiffness, reduced leg fatigue and tingling, and easier standing, sitting, and walking. To do this one, first let's find the GB34 point. Gently bend your knee a little to make it easier. Use your thumb on the outer side of your leg, just below the knee. Feel for the small bony bump, the head of the fibula. Then slide slightly downward and forward a bit until you find a small hollow. That's the spot. Once you've located it, use your thumb to press gently on the point. You can make soft little circles or simply hold steady pressure for about 60 seconds on each side. At the same time, breathe evenly and stay relaxed. 1 minute per leg is perfect. You're doing it just right when you feel a gentle warmth or light tingling spreading softly from the point. It should feel pleasant and comfortable while your whole body stays relaxed. If you feel sharp pain, you're pressing too hard or in the wrong spot. Or if you're holding your breath, simply ease up and find the exact hollow again. Think of it as pressing a soft button. Nice and gentle is all you need. After you finish all 4 exercises, congratulations, my friend. You've just completed this wonderfully simple routine. Even though they're easy, don't worry. The results are real. Your job is simply to stay consistent every day. These exercises aren't magic. They don't fix everything overnight. But with steady practice, you'll be amazed after just a few weeks. The whole purpose of these movements is to gently bring your body back to its best possible state. If you have medications your doctor has prescribed, please keep taking them exactly as directed. Medicine isn't bad, but we all know it can come with side effects, and that's never ideal. These exercises will help your body feel stronger and more balanced, which often means your doctor may be able to reduce your dosage over time. You understand what I mean, right? If this video brought you even a little comfort or hope, I'd be so grateful if you gave it a like so other wonderful older adults can also discover these simple but truly effective exercises. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for spending this time with me today. I'm really proud of you for showing up and taking care of yourself. I wish you happy practicing and hope you feel lighter, more comfortable, and stronger every single day. See you in the next video, my friend. Take good care and remember, you've got this.